Recent rumours swirling on platforms like Crazy Days and Nights suggest that Meghan Markle is trying to avoid paying taxes in the United States. The rumour suggests that she's arguing that she shouldn't have to pay taxes since she moved back to the United States to be with her husband Prince Harry, who's living there. Let's dissect this rumour and see what might be going on. Firstly, let's address the argument itself. Meghan Markle, despite being married to Prince Harry, is still an American citizen, and where her husband lives doesn't exempt her from paying taxes. The reasons for a relocation are irrelevant when it comes to income tax purposes. If she earns income tax in the United States, she's subject to US taxes, plain and simple. If the rumour holds any truth, it raises questions about whether there's been any prior contact from the IRS. Typically, she needs to make an argument for tax exemption, suggesting some interaction with tax authorities. This could be due to an ongoing audit, a bill received for unpaid taxes, or a notice demanding unfiled reports or forms. The absence of tax authorities initiating contact would imply that a CPA advised her based on a financial situation. While speculating on someone's tax situation is a sensitive matter, it's worth noting that tax evasion is a serious offence, and anyone found guilty could face penalties, fines, or even jail time. Now let's address the sentiments expressed regarding Meghan's tax situation. Some express hope for an audit, suggesting that she should be held accountable like everyone else. The sentiment is that regardless of her status or background, tax obligations should be fulfilled. There's also a discussion about Meghan's financial status and race. Critics highlight that she benefits from her husband's royal inheritance and lives as a wealthy individual. Comparisons are drawn to financially independent black women who've built their careers and paid their taxes diligently. The argument here is that Meghan, as a wealthy individual, should fulfill her tax obligations like others. Furthermore, there's criticism about her purported use of the race card to deflect criticism. Critics argue that her attempts to portray herself as a proud woman of colour, while allegedly avoiding tax responsibilities, seem hypocritical. Many point out that there are people of colour who've struggled and worked hard to contribute to society, and Meghan's actions don't align with these principles. Ultimately, the discussion around Meghan's tax situation reflects broader conversations about wealth, privilege, and accountability. Regardless of one's status or background, fulfilling tax obligations is a civic responsibility. In conclusion, while the rumours about Meghan's tax situation may be speculative, they raise important questions about financial transparency and accountability, regardless of one's status or background. Whether or not Meghan's subject to an audit or any tax-related issues remains to be seen, but the conversation highlights the importance of fulfilling tax obligations and being transparent about financial matters. This discussion also underscores the complexities surrounding Meghan's public image and the scrutiny she faces as a public figure. Her actions are often under the microscope, and any perceived misstep can lead to intense public scrutiny. In this case, the allegations of tax avoidance have sparked a wider conversation about wealth, privilege, and accountability, highlighting the need for transparency and responsibility, especially for those in positions of influence and power.